Capcom has been on a streak that no other developer in the horror genre can match. Resident Evil 7 terrified a whole new generation. The remakes of RE2 and RE4 reminded everyone why this franchise is untouchable. Village gave us gothic horror on a grand scale, but with Resident Evil REQUIEM, officially RE9, Capcom has done something nobody was expecting. They have made their scariest, most emotionally complex, and most ambitious entry in the entire series. This is not just the best Resident Evil in years, this might be the best one ever made. Back to where it all began, Raccoon City. 30 years have passed since the missile strike that erased Raccoon City from the map. The city is gone, swallowed by rubble, reclaimed by nature, decayed beyond recognition. And yet, someone has found a reason to go back. Resident Evil REQUIEM returns to the city of disaster and despair, and the decision to bring the story full circle to that iconic location hits harder than anything the series has attempted in decades.
More zombies soon surround her, but she manages to escape and heads towards the front of the train.
The game is set in October 2026, and the atmosphere of a city abandoned for 30 years is something Capcom has executed with haunting perfection. Crumbling buildings, flooded streets, abandoned districts, overgrown with weeds and silence. Raccoon City in REQUIEM feels like a graveyard. Every corner carries the weight of what happened here. Walking through the ruins of the Raccoon City Police Department for the first time since its destruction is genuinely one of the most powerful moments in gaming this year. The masterstroke of REQUIEM is its dual protagonist structure, and it is the thing that sets this entry apart from everything that came before it. Grace Ashcroft is the new face of Resident Evil. She is an FBI intelligence analyst, not a soldier, not a combat veteran, not someone built for this nightmare. She is an ordinary person thrust into extraordinary horror.
On cable car, Billy and Rebecca are attacked by one of Marcus's Eliminator bioweapon,
and her sections play like classic Resident Evil at its most terrifying. Enemies can hear her through floors and ceilings. She has to rely on stealth, puzzle solving, and her wits to survive. Grace stumbles when she runs. She panics. She makes the player feel every ounce of her vulnerability. Her chapters are pure, unfiltered survival horror, and they are absolutely terrifying. Then there is Leon S. Kennedy, making his first major comeback since Resident Evil 6. Leon is older now, and the weight of 1998 shows in every line of his face and every word he says. His sections are action-heavy, armed with firearms, hatchets, and his signature combat style, but REQUIEM treats him with a seriousness the character has long deserved. He is not a movie action hero here. He is a veteran carrying 30 years of trauma, and the story does not let him forget it. The two storylines intertwine seamlessly, swapping perspectives at exactly the right moments to keep the tension constantly shifting. RE engine at its absolute peak. REQUIEM is the first Resident Evil game built exclusively for 9th generation consoles, and the difference is immediately visible. Developed with ray tracing built into its foundation from the very beginning, every environment in this game looks breathtaking and terrifying in equal measure. Shadows move with a realism that makes dark corridors feel genuinely threatening. The abandoned interiors, flooded basements, and ruined streets of Raccoon City are rendered with a level of detail that makes the horror feel uncomfortably real. The ability to freely switch between first-person and third-person perspective at any point adds another layer of immersion. Want to feel completely inside Grace's panic? Switch to first person. Want to appreciate the scale of Leon's confrontations? Third person. It is a small feature with a massive impact on how you experience the horror. Resident Evil REQUIEM holds a massive 96% positive rating on Steam from nearly 50,000 reviews. Critics call it a true anniversary title, finally balancing action and horror after decades of trial. Fans and reviewers alike see it as the peak of survival horror. This is the game players have waited years for. Grace Ashcroft represents the future, Leon Kennedy gets a proper farewell, and Raccoon City receives emotional closure. It's not just the scariest entry, it stands among the greatest horror games ever made. If you enjoy deep gaming content, subscribe now and turn on notifications. New videos drop every week.